everybody. This is Soul Seeker Podcast, and I'm your host, Robin Sharma. Today, we are going to talk about mothers. Mothers, and the reason being is because in Nepal, we have a very special day called Amako Mukh Herne Din, which we celebrate today, and we go get mother's blessing, see their face, give them gifts, make them happy, talk about, the whole year and how we can express our love to our mother and things like that. And mostly we just, celebrate that. Then we eat good food, which mom's cooks you, and then we go and sit down and chill, and mom does everything else in that day as well. So here are a few things that I want to talk about. Few things that I think mom could do better. Few things I think the son and daughter could do better. And few things as a family we could do better. And few things as a society that we could do better. So that when we celebrate this day next year, we can make it more valuable to the person and we can really mean it. You understand? When I say we really mean it, it's like the love that you sow from your heart. And you don't have to do that on this special occasion. You can do that every fucking day. So I would like to talk about in the Mother's Day about mother and their love and how we can learn from it and what we can do to give back that love to those mothers who have sacrificed so much for us. So to start with, how this typical festivals, any festivals like a Father's Day or Mother's Day, has given so much importance to that particular person on that particular day. And we all, as a society, kind of celebrates it. Mostly, I feel in social media. I think it's more about trying to show other people how much I love the mother than me trying to really express the love that I have to my mother and be really grateful for that. So I would like to ask everybody, whoever who posted or who didn't post it, what did you do to your mother, like in real action today, to make her happy? Like, did you do what she told you? Did you, did you clean your room? Did you do something that she's been telling you for a whole year and you've been ignoring? Did you do that? I think that's special. You should be doing that today, don't you think? So I feel we have this very big disconnect between what we really mean by celebrating or giving importance to a particular person in a particular day, and how do we do it collectively? Like, how do we do it as a group of people, right? So if you understand, right, like, if we go back to the basic of understanding what is the relationship between a mother and a daughter or their son, is that most of the time the son is all about want. I want this, I want that, I want that. I want to eat food, I want support, I want money. This is what is son all about. And the daughter, almost similar. I want that, I want this, and I want that. Mostly, that's what we tend to do with that relationship, is that we are just taking. Initially, when we were young, when we were a child, we didn't know, like, we were a child. Somebody had to give us. So they were giving us and we were just taking it like it was there for granted, right? And we are taking it till we grow up and we have some sense of, okay, there's a time that we could actually give back as well. But somehow the whole, at least in our Nepali society, is that we are so much dependent on our father and our mother that, we somehow forget to actually not be so wanting all the time and, like, actually giving back to the person who actually gave you the most. And when you see, actually, if you look at the mothers, they are just wishing that you become a great success, wishing that you give the family a good name, wishing that you you belong and you become whoever you want to be. You win in life and you become happy. That's what they wish. Most of their mothers. I would not disagree that there are few mothers who are not who do not know how they can be a good mother, and I think it has a lot to do with themselves. It has to lot to do with the family. It has a lot to do with the son and daughter they have, and it has a lot to do with what society defines around you. Like समाजले के भन्छ, फनालो फलानोले के भन्छ, होइन? So I genuinely feel that we have a very important discussion to do, which is about how do we really give back the love that we have got from our mothers. And today in Mother's Day, I think I have few of the solution and few of like fundas that you could use in your life, so that when you go and meet your mother, you could actually make her smile. Actually, bring a joy in her life for that particular moment. And I think that would make a ton of difference between the relationship that you're having between you um, between you both. And I would definitely call out all the son and daughters who think that they should not be calling their mom and dad in this special day. They should. Come on. The society is giving a reason for you to love back your mother. Why don't you? We are already love deprived society. You know how hard it is for a father to show a love to their son, how hard it is for mother to really express their love to the son through words. All they have been doing is they are showing love through actions. And maybe this is the time where we show our love through actions, right? And like most of us who have been growing up in this internet age, where we talk about mom, but we don't really think about mom. Most of the time we have other problems. We have tons of other problems, from our work, from our love life, from our friends, from the internet, from our Facebook, Instagram. There's so many things that is going around in our head. And how much we really think that your mom is actually going to the kitchen every day and cooking for you. And also, it is also a topic about feminism, like I would want to bring out as a man is that I cannot say that I love my mother, and I cannot say that I'm a feminist if I do not go and help my mother in the kitchen. I think making that level of commitment, making that level of action without her asking you to do it, is something that you are showing the love through action. Cleaning your room by yourself, cleaning, I don't know, not putting stuff all around where your mom doesn't like you doing that. Being the son that she wants to see in you. And I know there are tons of differences you would have in ideological perspective, and I do have that too, like about religion, about all of things. But isn't that what we are? We gotta appreciate the difference that we have, and you gotta start from your home. You cannot be angry at your mom all the time because she is remembering the God. You cannot do that. You might have an understanding of God in this 21st century in a very different perspective, but she didn't. She come from a very different background with a very different you know, with a very different timeline. And if we are not able to see that she actually is trying to adapt and she's trying to understand you better, then there's a lack of communication, the real communication that you need to have. And I know, like, there are mothers, like, usually they say that when you get married and when you are having children, you tend to kind of forget your mom and dad and you focus on your family, and that's what leads to all this old age home where the family somehow leaves their father or the mother who are old to the old house. And for me, I feel it doesn't make any sense, because the example that we are setting is that when you get old, you're not necessary. When you are, too old to understand the things that are going in this world, you are unnecessary. But I don't think so. I think there's a ton of things that we can learn from them, and we have to understand that we do not come from a place. We have certain culture, we have certain values, we have certain thinking process which are much more valuable than what we see in people practicing in Europe or America. And and before I go forward, right? Like, I would want to give you a context. I would want you to see this story. So there's a legend of why we celebrate this. So, in a cow herd, there was a cow who was walking next to the mother in a jungle, and there were like a lot of them. They were walking in the dark, slowly, slowly. Somehow, the cow, the baby cow, loses the mother cow. He tries to find, he goes around, he calls her out a lot of times. And then, because he thinks that maybe my mom is left behind, he stays behind in that jungle where it is all dark. The clouds suddenly moves away and the moon shines. When the moon shines, all he sees is the trees, the pond nearby, and a long empty road on the both side. He gets sad. He gets really depressed. He doesn't know what to do, because now he doesn't even know how to get back home. And he has to spend the whole night in that forest all alone. And he's wishing that maybe one time I would see my mother. And if I would see my mother, I know I'll get home because my mom is home. So what happened next is quite amazing. Is that the baby cow walks near a pond because he feels thirsty and he realizes that there's no way I can get back home tonight. He looks down and he's about to drink the water from the pond. In the reflection, after he drinks the water, something magical happens. Instead of his own reflection, he starts seeing of his mother's. He gets so excited. He gets so happy that there is a reflection of her mother in the water and he can actually see it. It's like her mother is in the other side and she's watching him, which gives him so much of courage and energy that he spends the whole night in that forest without any fear. So the moral of the story, this is like a true legend, okay? This is why we celebrate Mother's Day in Nepal. This is what this is the story that goes around, if you have not heard of. So for me, right, my take of this story is very simple. Is that the reason the baby cow saw her mother, and the reason why this story is kind of very symbolic in terms of You are the reflection of your mother. If you look deep enough, you have so much in common. You have learned so much. There is so much of, biological giving of your mother and father to you that you somehow kind of miss to see. So when you actually look at it into a very inner perspective, the reflection that you see of yourself is the reflection of your mother. So when you go and see your mother's face today, see the reflection of yourself on her. See that you yourself is what she is being trying to reflect on you, and all you have to be is a very good son, a very good daughter. So telling, it is quite interesting on how we perceive different stories, and for me I like to perceive it that way, seeing that I see my reflection on my mother, so that I know I need to love my mother the way I love myself. And I need to give my mother the way I give importance to myself. And I need to be with my mother the way I want to others to be with myself. So there's a very simple analogy on humans. The way we win this war, the coronavirus, everything is through the love and compassion. And the love of mother, the compassion of mother is out of this world. And there are many things that we can learn, and maybe we can apply those learnings to our other relationship of with our father, with our brothers, with our partners, you know Learn that compassion, man. Learn that compassion. Especially men out there. Learn that compassion. Don't be like your dad. Don't say, oh, we have to be strong. We cannot show the love. No, you should show the love. Shed some tears in front of your mother. Like, really genuinely tell her that how much you mean to her, how much you love her. I love you, mom. And anybody who does not have mom out there, go and tell to your dad. Go and tell to your friend or father, whoever is playing a role of a mother in your life. Go and thank them, because it is not a time to dwell into sadness, but to embrace the love of this day and try to give it to others as much you can. And that will really, really bring a lot of positivity around you, and especially people who really, really love you. So, you know I was talking about how we can build this day to be a better form. So these are like few things I want you to conclude and understand when I say all this, is that you cannot love your mother by just posting a picture of her every year in your Facebook saying that I love you, mother. That is not true love. The true love is through action. The true love is to by bringing that gentlemanness inside you and respecting the mother the way she is. The true love is by pointing out the mistakes of your mother in front of her the way you genuinely feel about her. And I'm not saying mothers have all time right. I'm not saying mothers make the correct decisions all time. No, maybe they are making the wrong one, but do make them understand. If they don't understand, try. If they don't, the way they don't give up on you, you cannot give up on them as well. The way you do not give up on your dreams, you cannot give up on your mom as well. Don't give it up, man. This is life, and you're living once. She created you. She's your creator. I don't know what closest the God would look like, but definitely she does look like a mom. I don't deny that. And you should not too. So, understanding into a very basic form, right? The idea of mother is defined in your head by four factors: by yourself, like how you perceive whatever you have learned; by your family, how your family is kind of perceiving the idea of the mother and all that; and by your society, how the society is seeing how what kind of mother is okay to be. Like in Arab, there's a different kind of mother. In China, there's a different kind of mother. In Japan, there's a different kind of mother. In Nepal, there's a different kind of mother. We are kind of defined by our religion as well on how we behave or how mothers should behave. But today, I would like to ask a very important question. When we say a mother, right? First and foremost, we need to celebrate the woman in her. We need to celebrate that particular difference in her as a son, as a daughter. We need to see that she is also a woman. She is also a human being. She is also someone who have desires, who have expectations, who have wishes. Make them come true. Give them those wishes, give them those, small happiness that they actually crave for, and they have kind of forgotten because of the role that they have been playing all their life of being a mother. So today, in Mother's Day, I call out all the men to let your mom be a woman, to let your mom, celebrate her own womanhood and give them this understanding that I understand, mom. I'm not going to behave like dad. I'm not going to behave like what other uncle thinks about you. I am going to love you regardless of what choices you make. I am going to respect your choices. I am going to appreciate your choices. And I will stand with you. And stand because I think there are mom who have dreams. So stand, son, stand with those mom and make those dreams come true. If your mom wants to start something, help her. If your mom wants to make some changes in the house, help her. If the mom wants to build some rules, start following the rules. So I think by becoming this person, you kind of bring a lot of change that is going to come in the next generation. You become a better person, and you become a better person because your mom wanted you to be better. And then, if your mom is not good enough, become a better person so that your mom can be better. Not all creators are good. I know that. Like, not all gods are good. Like, every other religion, people would say that, okay, I believe your God, but my God is better. Same thing with your mom. All moms are not good, but your mom is good for you, right? Like how she has been reaching you, your mom is good for you. So go and love, give love, spread love, give so much of love that they should get overwhelmed by it. They should be amazed by, wow, what did you eat, my son? Why you are acting that way? You never did this in any Mother's Day. You just posted a Facebook status. You just gave me some gift. That's all. But actually committing to make a change for her is love. Love is a lot of things. And we're going to talk about love too in our coming episodes because I think this is one of the most fascinating topic for me. But being Mother's Day, all I say to you is to all the moms, happy Mother's Day. And go and celebrate it like it is your day because you have done a great job raising so many amazing children out here in Nepal, and I think they are going to make a lot of difference in this generation, and I am with all of them. Thank you so much for listening till today, till now. For now, I think we are still struggling with the coronavirus, and regardless of that, we will not lose our spirit and we will not lose the human aspect of our life and celebrate each and everything that is coming towards us so that we can celebrate more human things than anything else. Okay? Saying that much, I would like to say goodbye. I would like to say thank you. I would like to say spread some love. Keep creating, keep dreaming,